Hello you guys, what is up? Long time no see. I have been kind of MIA, well basically very MIA on this channel for basically the past month. I haven't posted or filmed really for an entire month, and I think since I've started this whole YouTube journey, that's probably the longest I've really ever gone without posting any content on here on my channel. So lots to be caught up on and explained, and that's kind of why I am posting this video, just because I feel like a lot's gone on in the past month and there's things that I need to share with you guys and kind of just update you on life and let you know where I'm at right now and just kind of overall what is going on, what's been happening. We're just gonna have a casual little sit down chat. I'm literally sitting in my favorite spot just because it has the best lighting in our rental house right now, but it's literally where I sit every time I feel like I have a chat with you guys, in our bedroom on the floor. This is gonna be the most like casual sit down video ever. I made a little coffee. I've been posting a lot of coffee content on my TikTok and Instagram lately, and you guys have been really enjoying it, and it's like some of my favorite to film because I'm always making my coffees. You guys know I love my coffee. So, and I got these really cute glasses at TJ Maxx the other day. It came in a pack of 4 and I just really liked them. They were like $5 for the pack of 4, so I was like, why not? And they're kind of like a different shape than other glasses we have. We have so many glasses, I probably need to stop buying them. But anyway, let's get into spilling the tea. There's not really any tea, but just updating you guys on like what the heck has been going on, why I have not been posting. I also did have you guys ask me some questions on my Instagram stories, so I'll go through those questions probably towards the end of this video. I feel like I'll probably address most of them in the beginning of this video, but we will look and see what you guys have asked me. First topic that I want to cover is my birth control journey. I'm going to do an entire in-depth video about getting off my birth control because I just really want to share my journey with it. So that'll be on my channel eventually, be on the lookout for that. But I just wanted to briefly talk about it here because it's a big part of why I kind of stopped filming and why I haven't posted. So basically I got off my birth control that I had been on for 10 years. I was taking the pill, same exact pill for 10 years. I got off at the end of June. So I've officially been off of it for about 2 months, and I had the hardest time adjusting. The first like week I didn't really notice a difference, but then as time went on I just got insanely more anxious. I had really bad intrusive thoughts. I was like borderline depressed, honestly. Like I just was not myself at all. It was like really bad, and I shared a little bit about it on my TikTok if you follow me over there. Like I said, I'm gonna film a whole other more in-depth video about my birth control journey, so if you are interested in seeing that, it'll be on my channel eventually. But yeah, that's basically a big part of why I stopped filming, because one, I kind of just wanted to take a little bit of a break from filming. I felt like I had been like filming on and on and on every single day for a really long time, and I just felt like my content was kind of getting dull, and I started questioning all my content, questioning my videos, questioning audience, questioning views, comments, all the things, and I was like, am I even meant to do this anymore? Is this even for me? And like I said, I think a big part of why I was questioning so many things was those intrusive thoughts from getting off my birth control and having so much anxiety. But I just was questioning like, why am I even doing this anymore? Does anybody even care to watch my videos? Does anybody care about my life? Like, it doesn't matter. And it seems like every time I do question that, God has someone send me a message. It's like the craziest thing, but someone will send me a message out of the blue, and I literally was just like, I just feel like I shouldn't even like film any more YouTube videos and share my life anymore on social media. Like, I'm just gonna stop. It's not worth it. And I literally had someone message me on my TikTok, out of all places. I feel like I never get DMs on TikTok, but this girl messaged me on TikTok and just talked about how she loves my videos. Like, it was like the sweetest message ever, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I do need to continue filming because it does make an impact. And I know when I first started my YouTube journey, the only like thing I had in my head was like, I want to do this for myself, and because I enjoy it and I love it and I just want to share my life, and even if it just impacts one person, that's all I care about. And I had to kind of go back to my roots on that. And I feel like throughout my whole YouTube journey I've had these little ruts that I've gone through of like, why am I filming my life? Like, nobody cares. But I'm always brought back to why I started doing it in the first place. Yeah, I just really do honestly enjoy sharing my life with you guys and getting to share how God has worked in my life, and I just feel like I'm a living testimony to his incredible grace and love that he has to give you daily. And so I want to, if I can be a vessel for that and showcase that on my channel, that's what I want to continue doing. So I think I just got really overwhelmed, honestly, with getting off my birth control, my hormones being all over the place. I'll touch a little bit more, I guess, about my anxiety, which I think stemmed from getting off my birth control. So basically, I've dealt with anxiety for probably, like, bad anxiety for probably 2 or 3 years now. I've always had like kind of random little bouts of anxiousness, but never like continued feelings of anxiety. And honestly, until I got my MS diagnosis, which is another thing that I want to catch you guys up on, is my MS journey. There's nothing really that's changed. I just want to kind of do a recap of, I've like basically been diagnosed officially for 2 years now, and I kind of want to do a whole recap video on that. So that'll be another sit down video. I'm planning to do a lot of sit down videos here in the near future, so that'll be up on my channel at some point too, because I know a lot of you guys follow me because of my MS, and a lot of you guys have MS or other autoimmune conditions, and it just helps, I guess, to hear my side of things and how I'm doing in my journey. But in that video, I will touch more on my health anxiety specifically, because that is something I've really struggled with. And if you've never had to deal with health anxiety, God bless you, because it is the worst. And I lived in it for almost an entire year, and I still struggle with it daily. And the year I was living in it was like totally like unrelated from my MS, and like I said, I'll totally talk on that in like a different video because it's kind of a long story. But I have just been struggling with anxiety for a really long time, and I think I am the type of person, like, I never want to burden anybody with things, and I never want to like ask anyone for help, which I know is like a downfall of mine and something I need to work on. But I just am the type that I feel like I just need to fix it myself, and everything will be fine if I can just like get past this. I just have to get past it. And I never really do things or reach out or go out of my way to like find things to help me get past it. I just, obviously I pray a lot, and I think it does obviously help, but there are, I can't just sit, you know, it's kind of one of those things as a Christian, like you can't just sit and wait for God to work. You have to also put in the work yourself to get yourself to a certain point. I feel like I had finally gotten into a better place with my anxiety, and then I got off my birth control, and it just kind of triggered a whole new form of anxiety for me, and it was just really bad, you guys. Like, I don't know, I just was not myself at all, and I still am struggling with it. I had like a really bad day yesterday, like pretty much all last week I was having a bad week, and it's just really kept me from wanting to like be on camera. I don't know, I just was feeling like not sharing any part of my life. So that's kind of where I've been at mentally, and what I've been like struggling with. And I don't ever feel ashamed to share what I struggle with, because we're all human, we all struggle with different things, and I know a lot of other people will probably struggle with anxiety and hormones and all those things, so I know it's totally normal. But it just really sucks to go through. Basically for like an entire month I did not feel like filming because I was not feeling like myself, and I'm not gonna put myself on camera and put out content for you guys when I don't feel my best self. And that's just a personal decision. Not, like I said, that I will ever hide my struggles, because clearly I'm being very transparent with them right now, but I just didn't want to film my life like every single day like I was. And like I said, it was just getting, in my opinion, kind of repetitive, and I was watching other people's vlogs and kind of comparing, which I know is so bad, and that's like one of the toxic things about social media. But I just was naturally comparing my life to other people's, my content to other people's, and I was like, my content is not even good anymore. I was like even comparing it to my past content, like I was going back and watching old vlogs, and I was like, what made people want to watch me then? And it was just a really toxic rabbit hole that I was going down, and I just was like, you know what, I need to just cut myself off and just not film any content, take a good long break, and revisit when I'm in a better place. So that's kind of what's been going on. Like I said, why I haven't filmed mentally, it's just not been good, but we're getting better. Things are looking up, so it'll be a journey still, but I am beginning to feel like myself again. So hoping I can continue feeling that way so I can start vlogging again, because I do really want to get back into vlogs. I know you guys love the vlogs and I love sharing my life in that content form too. So hopefully I'll start vlogging again as well. But I definitely have some sit down videos that I'll be posting. So there's gonna be content on this channel. It just might not be vlogs for a little bit longer until I can really feel like I'm comfortable vlogging every day again. That was kind of a long spiel, but I really wanted you guys to get the full idea and effect of like where I've been, why I've been struggling, and why I haven't posted, because I have missed you guys so much. I miss sitting down and talking. And yeah, so that is that. Now let me catch you up on life and what's been going on in my life. So Zach just started his next school year. If you don't know, my husband's a coach, and he just started, like, they just started their next school year. So he's been really busy with work lately, and we really haven't, I'm trying to think if we've even really done a lot. Like, we haven't done anything crazy in the past month either. I think that's also why, like, I was so busy this summer and then finally got like a bout of like not being super busy, and so I think that that kind of made me want to just like take some time off of content and just kind of relax. So really we haven't been doing a bunch, and if we have been doing anything, I've been sharing it on my Instagram stories. So nothing really crazy life-wise other than our house, which I know is another major thing that people are wanting updates on, and another reason why I kind of stopped filming. So if you don't know, we are building a house, and this has been such a process, like such a process. So we started building this house back in March, I believe. I think we signed our contract in February, I think, and started building in March. And it, wow, has been a process. If you've never built a house before, it is a lot more than you would think it would be. Or I don't know, maybe people think it would be a lot anyway. I don't know. I didn't think it was going to be as much as it is, and that there were so many things that went into it. From previous videos, you guys know I was telling you that we are supposed to close mid-September. That's what they were telling us. Well, we will not be closing in mid-September anymore, and I'll kind of explain why. So our house itself is going to be done, pretty much done mid-September. And if you've been following on my Instagram and stuff, I've posted updates, photos when we've gone to see the house or when our builder has sent us updates. So the house is looking amazing. I love it. But we are in this like weird window of time, because if you don't know, there's this thing called PTO, which is called permission to operate. Basically, from what I understand, and it could be this in other states too, I don't know, but at least in South Carolina, if you are within city limits, you have to get permits from the state or city to have water and sewage. Well, they've had the sewage permits for a long time. We've been waiting for water permits, and I don't know why. They haven't given us a lot of details as to why it has been such a long process, but it has taken so long to get these permits. And they just sent us an email on Friday saying that they're kind of in the last phase of getting the permits. So I think in 2 weeks they're supposedly gonna have the permits, so then they can start doing irrigation and landscaping, because obviously they can't do any of that until they have the permits. So that's gonna take another about 30 days. Then after that, they can start closing on houses. Well, they're not gonna like close on all the houses at one time, because that would be like a lot, because it's all on like one main street. So then everyone's moving in. It's like, it would just be chaos. So they are closing, they say, on 2 to 3 houses a week. They'll start with like the first house in line. Well, I think we're like 15th-ish around that area, that number. So we're gonna have to wait until these other houses in front of us close. Like I said, they're supposed to be closing 2 to 3 a week, which I still think is kind of crazy. Like, I don't know why they can't close like 5 a week. But we're still gonna have to wait until we get to our turn, basically, to close on our house. So because of that, all the time frames, so like I said, 2 weeks to get the permits, 30 days to get the irrigation, landscaping, all that done, and then waiting for all the other houses to close before we can close on ours, it's likely going to be November before we close on this house. And don't worry, I've already like been upset about it. I'm kind of over it at this point. I've come to terms with it. It's out of our control. I can't be upset about it. As much as I wanted us to be in that house in September. I can't be upset about it because I can't control any of it, and it's all in God's timing. We're gonna be in that house when we're supposed to be in it, and it is what it is. So that was a long-winded update on the house, but it's just, like I said, it is what it is. I am trusting in God's timing in this, and I know there's a reason why the permits took so long. I know there's a reason why we're not going to get in there until November, and I'm just rolling with it. It's gonna be okay. That's also a contributing factor as to why I stopped filming, because I was expecting at this point for us to be like packing things in the house and buying stuff for the new house and all of that, and since our closing date got pushed back so far, I was like, okay, well, I can't even, I was getting everyone on my channel geared up for house content, and now I can't even film that because we're so far out from when we're gonna close. Like literally nothing's happening with our house right now. So yeah, that was another reason I was like, okay, well, I can't even start like a whole home series yet because we're not moving. So I have just been kind of, like I said, putting YouTube on the back burner, but I've missed it so much. I've missed talking with you guys. I've missed getting to keep you guys updated with my life in real time. Obviously I post like on Instagram and TikTok and stuff still, but that's just so different than vlogging. Vlogging is so much more personal in my opinion, because I'm sharing like what I'm doing throughout an entire day or an entire week or weekend, versus like Instagram and TikTok is just kind of like little snapshots. So it's just totally different to do YouTube versus the short form content, which I do love the short form content as well, but it's just different. And so I have still been posting on those platforms. I just haven't felt like pulling out the camera and filming my entire day because honestly, I just haven't been well. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I just wanted to fill you guys in on what's been going on, why I've been so MIA, but I'm hoping to, like I said, get back to vlogging here soon. I'm gonna film some sit down videos. I'm planning to film the birth control video and the MS update video. So those will be coming up probably after this one, and then we'll be back to hopefully regular scheduled programming with vlogs, and then yeah, more real-time life updates with the house. And fall is just around the corner. I cannot wait. Fall is like my favorite season. That's another thing I talked about on my TikTok, is I think I also have seasonal depression because I go through the worst bouts of anxiety every single summer. I don't know why, but fall is like where I thrive, and so I'm just so ready to be in fall, so that I can like be feeling like my best self again. And that's another thing that sucks though, is I'm always filming fall content and like decorating the house and whatever, and like I'm probably not gonna do that this year because we're gonna be moving. Like there's no point in decorating. Like I might get like a few little things, but I'm not gonna go in the attic and pull down all my fall decor and stuff when we're just gonna have to pack it all back up and move in like a month after I decorate all of it. So I probably won't be decorating or doing a lot of fall decor content, but I'll probably like go get pumpkins to put on the front porch and things like that. So I am excited for fall content. That's like my favorite content to film, and I'm just excited. I think I'm gonna kind of revamp my style of vlogging a little bit because I want it to just be more me. I think I've just been, like I said, comparing myself to other videos so much, and I'll kind of pull inspiration from other vlogs and other vloggers, and I'm just like, I need to just stay true to myself and what I like to, like my style of vlogging, you know? So I'm gonna hopefully get back to that, like I said. But let's get into the questions that you guys asked on Instagram. I literally just posted this like 2 hours ago, so I didn't really give you guys a lot of time to ask questions, but I'm gonna go through the ones that I have. A lot of you guys are asking about house updates, which I already gave you the full update on that, so that's what's going on there. Do you have any tea on the house? Blah blah. Okay. Any baby updates? Are you trying or not trying? This is a very relevant question because you guys know I got off my birth control. I did get off of it because we do want to have kids in the future. I didn't get off because like we're gonna be immediately trying, but we're just kind of like in this phase of like, if we had a baby we'd be super happy, but we're not like planning a baby, if that makes sense. We're just kind of in this like go with the flow era right now, and so obviously I did want to get off of my birth control, like I said, just to let my body regulate. I've been on it for 10 years and I wanted to get back to my natural state because we obviously do want to have kids, and I didn't want to prolong like being on my birth control when we knew that we were probably ready to have kids anyway, and like if it happens, it happens. Like whatever. Like I said, we're not like planning anything right now, but I am off my birth control, so like I guess anything could happen. Someone said, how are you feeling mentally? How does Zach support you in these hard times? So yeah, obviously I updated you guys on my mental health fully. Zach is like my biggest supporter when I'm struggling like that, and I could like get emotional about it because like I literally could not do life without him. Like he's my best friend. Like I'm not gonna cry, I'm gonna get myself together, but he is truly my best friend. Like I just do not know like what I would do without him. Like I have been such a mess for the past month, and he's been so patient with me and has given me so much grace and advice, because if you don't know, we're 4 years apart, and basically 3-4 years ago now he went through a very similar state of anxiety and struggling, and I think it's just something that you just go through in your mid-20s. Like it's just gonna like all of a sudden it hits you. Like you're not in college anymore, but you're not like feeling like you're ready to be a full-blown adult almost. It's kind of a weird state to be in if you've never been in your mid-20s. Like it's just a weird time. Yeah, so he is 4 years older than me, so he's already been kind of through it, and I think it's so helpful that he has been, because he can understand why I have these like random intrusive thoughts, or like when I get really anxious about something. Like he gets it, and so it sucks that he had to go through that, but like he tells me all the time he knows that God allowed him to go through it for a reason, because he's been able to like be there and give advice for not only me but like other athletes that have dealt with anxiety, and like a lot of them like feel like they can come to him and talk to him about things. Like he's just a very like, I don't know, unless you've met Zach, like you like wouldn't know, but he's just such a wealth of wisdom and knowledge, and he's just like, he is very like, if you first meet him, he's very like kind of cut and dry kind of person, but if you really talk to him, like there's so much depth to him, and he's such a like I get you kind of person. Like he just makes you feel understood, and like that it's okay to not be okay. And so I'm just very thankful that I have that in a husband, because I know a lot of people don't have that, and they don't have that support system, and I just feel so blessed and thank God every day for him, because like I said, I don't know what I would be or where I would be without him. All right, we gotta get it together. I was not expecting to get that emotional. It's the hormones, guys. I'm also on my period, so I'm just like a mess right now. Anyway, someone said any Bible study tips. So I have actually started journaling recently and spending a lot more time with God, and like intentional time. I spend time with God every day, but like very intentional time in the mornings. And I have my favorite devotion. It's called New Morning Mercies. It's on my Amazon storefront. A lot of you guys have purchased it. Every time I post about it, you guys are like, what is this devotion? Because it's just like, it's really good, and it gives you context through different passages of scripture. Like it lists them at the bottom, you read them after you read the passage for the day, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just such a good devotion. I really like it. So it's, like I said, it's in my Amazon storefront if you're in the need for a new devotion, or you've never done a devotional. I think it's a great one to start with. So yeah, basically studying my Bible, like I kind of just go off of what the passages are for the day and really dig deep into them. I just kind of go through and highlight the key points when I'm like studying my Bible in the mornings, and just look back on those a lot. And a lot of times like Zach will go back and look through my Bible and like look through my highlighted points, which I think is so sweet, because it just helps to like be on the same page about like how God is speaking to us. So yeah, I don't know, I'm not the best about like Bible study tips. I definitely would say like when I said, when I'm studying myself, I just go based off of what my devotion is for the day. I also really want to get this book. There's a girl I follow on TikTok. I'll leave her Instagram or her TikTok account down below. Like if you're into wanting to get closer to God and stuff, obviously I know that's not everybody on my channel, but like she just has like amazing content and really just like speaks truth. I'm gonna leave her TikTok down below because she just like is great, and she has this book. I can't think what it's called. It's a theology book. It's like a really popular one. Anyway, I want to get it because I think it would really help me with studying my Bible more, and like answering it. Just like gets down to like a lot, it answers so many questions. So I just kind of want to get that to like help me go along as I'm reading my Bible, because sometimes reading the Bible, it's like really hard when you don't have context or you're not exactly sure how to interpret something. But I would really recommend too getting a study Bible. That helps me a lot, because if I'm ever confused about something that I'm reading in the passage, at the bottom it kind of explains it. So I really would recommend getting a study Bible. If you just have a regular Bible, like, that's obviously great too, but go get a study Bible because it's really helpful to give you context. And it kind of shows you where like other things are mentioned throughout the Bible in whatever passage you're reading. I don't know. That's I feel like that was a big spiel on Bible study tips, but that's how I do it on my own. And then I have a Bible study with my church, and so we just started a new series. I think we're starting it in like a week. Maybe it's this week. I can't remember. I need to look on my calendar, but yeah, so I also do that, and I think it's helpful to have a Bible study like with other people too. But yeah, so those were kind of the questions outside of the ones that are just like, how are you feeling, house updates, pregnancy, birth control, all that. A lot of you guys asked those questions, so hopefully I covered all of those in the beginning of this video. And I know it's getting really long, so I just want to go ahead and end it off, but I just wanted to sit down and catch you guys up on things. I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. I'm so sorry I haven't posted in a while, but I really just needed to take the time for myself, and I'm so glad that I did, because like I said, I'm just starting to feel more excited about content again and just feeling like myself again. That is all. I love you guys so much. I know that I don't have the biggest follower count on socials, but I don't even care, because the people that do follow me are like so invested. You guys are so good to me, so nice. You don't understand how much your messages mean to me, like especially when I'm down and struggling, and like knowing that you're missing my content, or you notice that I haven't posted in a while and you just want to make sure I'm good, or you send a really nice message about something that I've posted that's really impacted you, or I don't know. It's just like, I feel like when you get these big numbers, it's really like easy to lose touch with your audience. And so I'm thankful. Yes, I want to grow. Everyone does on socials, but it's just like, I'm so thankful for the small community that I have built. I just feel like I can really resonate and connect with you guys, and it just is really, really special. So yeah, just thankful for you guys as always, and be on the lookout. Much more content coming. I promise. I'm not gonna be taking any more time off. We're gonna keep rolling with the videos. Like I said, I'll be posting a few more sit down videos, and then we'll be getting back into the vlogs, of course, and I'll be taking you guys along for hopefully house content down the road. Fingers crossed, prayers that things keep running smoothly so we can be in our new house by November. But yeah, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for subscribing and caring about my life. It just really does mean a lot to me. And I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this. And I will see you guys in my next video.